It's Tom. A couple of weeks ago, the tapping maestro Ichika Nito released a video, The 10 Levels of Bass. I'm going to do a playthrough of the level 8 tapping part, which is the most pure tapping level from all the 10 levels, and it's a really strong showcase of his technique. I found that I learnt a lot from it, as this style of tapping is not something that I'm massively familiar with. I used to be really into 1980s guitarists, and tapping was really prevalent in that style. But Ichika Nito's style is more melodic and chord-based. A couple of things: the tempo at which he plays is 120 beats per minute. However, with the time that I had, I couldn't get it to that tempo, so I'm playing at 100 beats per minute. So if you're better than me, you can try and get it to full tempo. Anyway. Firstly, I had a look at his finger placements, and it seems that Ichika has tuned all the strings down half a step. But I ran out of frets when I did that, so I have kept it in standard tuning. Also, I have this weird scarf at the end, at the nut. I found that I needed to use it, otherwise the strings would ring out too much. And it's March, was April 2020, and we're in lockdown, so I can't really take it anywhere to get set up. From a technique point of view, there's a few things which I found really interesting. Firstly, in the first 3 bars, the left hand and the right hand are working together to play arpeggiated versions of chords. Firstly, the first chord is an F minor chord, and the second chord is a C sharp major chord. And they're working together to form those chords, and that is a technique that you would normally expect from the way you'd play a piano. So that was quite interesting for me. The second thing, well, the thing from a technique point of view which is difficult, was trying to get the tapping to be exactly at the right point. I found that particularly difficult on the fast passages, so those fast passages here, here, and here. I just found it really difficult to be able to play that nice and smooth and also be accurate. So the point which I found to get the best, cleanest tone was to be right near the fret. The other thing about his technique, which is really interesting, which makes it sound really nice, is that legato slide. So both hands, or both fingers, or both hands, so hands on both sides, both the left hand and the right hand are doing slides to get a nice smooth kind of violin kind of tone. One thing which is really difficult is muting the strings, because when you hit a note, you want to make sure you only hear that note. And if you're too hard with the attack, or you don't mute the other strings, you can hear the other strings all ringing out. So there's kind of like subtle levels of control between the left hand and the right hand to make sure that after each note, that those strings stop. So it's only the strings you want to hear being played are the ones that get played. Now, the things which are difficult, in bar 7, Ichika is doing double tap. So if you watch his video, he's doing the scene where he's doing double tap. So he's using both index finger and the middle finger to play notes at the same time. I couldn't do that, so I could only do the one finger. So yeah, obviously if you're better than me, you could try that double tapping thing as well. By doing those double taps, you can create nice little harmonies. Alright, so I think that pretty much breaks down the technique. Now, I'm trying to do more of these kind of breakdown videos of technique, so do let me know if you enjoyed this, and obviously subscribe if you want more content like this. And here is the slow version of the playthrough.